Look at me, I'm live. Okay, let's do it. Go over here. Okay. Oh. Okay. Da, da, da. Okay, live. Okie dokie. Oh, turn off the sound. Make my live. That won't last for very long. And then put the live chat on the live chat. Hey, Candy, how you doing? Oops. We're jelly printing today. I forgot to change the title. We might work on the serial killer a little bit, maybe a little later. I drug out all the jelly print and stuff, so I think that's what we're going to work on. No harm, no foul. Got some paint stuff happening over here, though. Check that mess out. Might be time to dip some of this stuff in some water. Let's just dump that stuff right in the trash. Little paint flecks everywhere. It's how we roll sometimes. Okay. I got a new composition book in case we need a new rollout book, because ours is pretty. You having a bad day, Candy? I'm sorry to hear that. How are you feeling? Is that part of what's not going so great? And then I was gonna, a little bit later, I'll show off some of the jelly print packs I made for my next sale. Let's see where we're at in this roll-off book. I think we got a little bit on each end. Well, we got some really good grungy prints in here, guys. I think I might take this one apart for the next sale if we finish it up today, because it's got some really good. And then it's got also some pastel stuff in parts of it, because we did. I'm trying to just make sure anything that's a little bit stuck together, we get it pulled apart today. Oh, got a bad stomach? Oh, that is the worst. Well, it does, kind of, if your stomach's not feeling good, it makes it hard to just sit up, sit down, get comfortable in general. I'm sorry to hear that, Candy. I hope you're getting some rest. I mean, obviously you're in here right now, but I hope you've had. Let's see, there we go. We got a page stuck together, and that's okay, because presumably you're gonna take it apart or just use it as a background. Got some silver going on here. That could use a little more layering. I've been trying to layer them up a little bit more. Rebecca! Krabby's in the house. Well, Candy, we keep you in our healing thoughts. We have been, we discussed you while you weren't here, and you're, how fabulous you are and how much we want for you to feel good and not have. Sometimes it feels like the nicest people deal with the most stuff. So yeah, quite a few of these could use a little more layering up, I think. So we'll do our best to do that today. But there's some really good grungy ones in here too. quite a bit of layering going on. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start here. That's our new one for if we need it. Got our brayer. Go ahead and move these scissors out of the way, though. We don't need scissors for this. Had it endoscopy Thursday. Well, that's good. At least maybe they can get a handle on what's wrong, so it doesn't keep happening. I apologize. Got a little bit of a runny nose today. My sinuses are just going bananas. So let's move these so that they are not in the way. Trying to set us up for a good session. Get things where they're easy to get at. Okay, so we do need the brayer. Let's see, we're not going to need this. So we'll put that away for right now. Oh dear. That answers the question of where's my tablet. I know you guys don't like to get all lined up, but come on now. Put you over there, brayer over here. Jelly print's going to be over here. And let's carefully open this up. Oh, you are very welcome. Every little bit helps, right? All right, now let's carefully peel this away. Woo-hoo. There we go. And I don't have the overhead light on. And there's collage stuff stuck to this. That's exciting. Put that stuff over there. Getting extra schmutz off the... We don't need stuff getting embedded in the jelly plate. And then we'll see about maybe peeling some of the thicker parts of this off here. Somebody's sneezing. Bless you. I think it's Mr. Mike. Just get a little bit of this off here because it has gotten quite thick. Okay. All right, now let's put our packaging back down here so that when we're ready for it, it is ready for us. And probably we should turn on that overhead light. Ah, it's another thing my back scratcher comes in handy for. Speaking of that, I'll just give my back a little itch while I'm at it. Okay. Summertime, dry skin, right? So I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. We're on the downside now. It's in the afternoon on Sunday. But that doesn't mean the fun has to end. We're here for a little Sunday fun day. Jelly plating shenanigans. So, I need to move over the rack of paints. Hold the phone. Rack of paints, rack of paints. You gotta have access to all of our fun doodahs, right? Ooh. Okay. since we have room over here, let's put one of these over here. And then that'll let me see what's in the other one down here. All right. I think we'll start with some yellow oxide. Hey, Janie, how you doing? How's your Sunday, lady? Just cleaning off my glasses so I can actually read things. Could be important. We got a new color blue the other day that I want to try too coming up here. Oh, this is new in the Artsology from the Dollar Tree or dollar store, one of the dollar stores. It's called green tea. It's a very light blue green or green blue, depending on how you feel about life. So let's squeegee on some of our yellow oxide here. And then let's roll that onto the thing. Put a little pattern on it, right? Just a little bit. Not anything too dramatic. We'll put that onto the... This is going to be a very light coat, no matter how you look at it. And then a piece of paper. Just done a couple of crafts. And full from barbecue. Nice. Barbecue is very nice. Yay, you. Let's go ahead and just put that right in the box there. And let's see how we're starting out our little session today. We're definitely pulling up some of whatever was on here last time. It looks like black or maybe dark green. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. I haven't decided if we're doing single or double today. But let's throw on some of this berry wine. Oh, I got to take down that notice because I can't read the chat when that's happening. It's always good to get in crafting, and barbecue is always yummy. Oh, there's a little thing on there. And this paint is pretty thick. I think now is the time to get some Floetrol on that stuff. Let's see what we can get going on, because it goes on thick in some places and then it doesn't want to spread. I did buy that on sale, and I have no regrets because I absolutely adore the color. For sure. Let's put some... I think I want to do some bubble on this. I just threw my thing on the floor. This is the right way. This is the way we put the bubbles on. Okay. I'm having trouble. Let me get this over here. And then a piece of paper on here right away. Two big bottles of Floetrol you never used. Oh, I think that might be expensive to send, Janie. But if you are willing, I will gladly accept. That way I don't have to dip into Elsa's stash. She likes to do paint pours and stuff. And I think she's running low. Ooh, look at that. Nice dark one. So when I set up the packs I made that I'll show you later, like in the middle of this live stream, I kind of tried to divide it into... No, I think I just totally mixed them up. I pulled, before I made those packs, I'm looking for something to go with this wine color. What do we like with the wine? Oh, I need to pick that up because I want to do that next. Okay. What do we like? Maybe a little antique wax. That's the color of brown. Okay, Janie. And are you doing okay? Is it just a regular appointment, or are you got some troubles going on? We like to keep track of you ladies. Make sure you're all doing okay. Now that's quite a big glob, so I'm going to see how far that goes. That one was like, woo! I think this paint might have got left open at some point. Seems to have a little bit of a slimy. Ooh, there we go. Well, now we may have overdone it. La, 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 la. And that's all we're going to do because I'm just going to go right on the back of this because we have some of the pattern left from this burgundy on the left eye that, oh yeah, that's important to keep track of for sure. Well, we will be thinking of you between now and Tuesday, but especially on Tuesday. Sending healing energy your way. Oh, well, that is just kind of grungy. Got a little bit of that in the background, but it didn't pick up. So now we got a little brown on there too. Maybe we'll go for something lighter. So that one's done. It's done on both sides. Let's put it up here. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling like we need like a sage green, or let's get over here. How about this one? This sage shadow with the brown and the burgundy. But let's pull this big old glue booger off here, maybe. Nope. That did not want to work. Okay. This is going to be light with all that dark. So we'll see how it pulls up. And it's also, I think this one is a chalk paint, which is an interesting effect overall. I like it. I will probably add a few more chalk paints as I find them on sale to the roster of Gelli printing materials. Let's go hexagons on this. And I'm just pouncing it lightly. I'm not trying to get full coverage. That is not the goal here. And this is another light color, so let's go on the back of this and see. I'm trying to do some that are like the colors where they're light enough you can write on them, and then some where it's just dark, just for funsies, for backgrounds and stuff. Okay, we got a variety of things going on there. A little bit of brown, some of that berry wine, and I like the chalk paint. Comes out more matte, and it's less translucent than the other paints. But there's still quite a bit of that left on there too. Nope, nothing hold off on there. Okay. So what do we want to do next? That green and Maybe let's try this blue that we just got. Oh, yeah. I've scratched my cornea before, too. It is no fun. Been a long time, but I still remember it. And yeah, you can't work till you get your, till they approve you. This one may need a little Floetrol, too. It's a weird consistency. I will note that here, your paint may be different. You may get better, not. Our stores here, because it's so hot, frequently, you're not storing stuff at the right temperatures because they don't put the air on real high. So, do we need to? I think we want to put a little pattern on this, and maybe we'll just do a little. What do we want to do? Let's do like just a big crisscross, right? We'll go this way, and then we'll go the other way. Just something basic. And that's frustrating when you're ready to go back to work, but your body doesn't cooperate or your doctor doesn't. Or both, I worked through walking pneumonia once. Thank God I only answered the phone. I didn't really have much people contact. But they let me work. I couldn't have afforded not to work, honestly, though. Okay, so that's interesting. So you've got some of the green in there. Still some of the burgundy showing up. And I think that's about the last of the burgundy. But that is a nice, like, icy blue. Not quite as I have a little one that's a similar color. That's a little more, I guess, frosty. But I like that color. It's nice. I like the way that turned out. So let's see. What do we want to pair that with? I'm thinking maybe a turquoise. Let's try the turquoise. This is darker than I'd like to find, or maybe when this gets lower, I'll add some white into it, and because this is very, very bright. It does not take much of this to. And then I think I have a fairly good, I don't know if you call it good. I think I have a fair mix between mattes and glosses. And I need to start paying better attention when I buy paints on sale. I prefer mattes to glosses. So let's get a little bit of this down on the roller sheet. Kids are really good at picking just the right volume. All right, so let's get another sheet of paper at just the right moment. Like it'll be quiet. So I think they're turning it up to hear the sound. And then all of a sudden it'll be like a war scene or a really loud effect of some kind. And then it blows everybody out of the room. Hey, Janice, how you doing? I'm just ready to go back to work. Yeah. How's your Sunday, girl? All right, let's see what we got. Okay. So there's a little bit of turquoise left on here. And I don't see much of anything else. Because this did have some of the... it's got a little bit of the blue in it. I can see that. But I think it pulled up the very last of the... except for around the edges here. So let's see about... let's go ahead and try the school bus yellow. If you're looking for this, though, in the dollar stores, this acrology, it's deep yellow. I just call it school bus yellow because that's what it reminds me of. We're going to see how this looks with the turquoise. A little bit of there's not a lot of leftover turquoise in there. So we're going to want to put a little pattern on this. And I think we'll just go again, maybe diagonal. And then we'll cross it this way and just see what happens. Okay. Janice is in and out. She's always got lots to do, though. Still a little bit of the... That's not bad. Not too shabby. Maybe now, let's try... What do we like? Probably something light, yeah? With the turquoise, the green's probably not the best choice. Let's try maybe a pink. Let's see, maybe this one. I think this is the lightest pink I have. Let's go pink. Do, 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 do. Okay. And then we're just going to slap this down on the back of this one, I think. But that's fine. Just get a little grungy feel. That didn't spread very well right there, though. Okay. Now we've still got... I'm just going to go for some red because we don't use red that often. Red is not a color I grab very often. I don't know why. I don't have anything against red. I don't like red clothing, though. For years and years, several of my jobs, and I don't know why. I know red is a power color, but it's not good for diffusing anger, and I would like to implore any business considering it, do not give your customer service reps red polo shirts to wear. You're making them a target. I'm going to go honeycomb again. I just really, really like that honeycomb print. I do. And I think we're going to put it right on the back of this turquoise. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Hope you're having a good afternoon. Welcome, welcome. Have you guys been following each other around today? It does happen. Well, that picked up a lot, didn't it? Oh, look, we even got some of the schmutz off the corners. Nice. Yeah, we got some. Yeah. that's not bad. There's a little tiny bit of red still left on there. So let's spin this around, and maybe we'll want to go with an orange now. Let's go with our pumpkin-y orange. It's even called pumpkin. See where that takes us. I love the autumn colors. Just get rid of some paint from the top there so that we don't wind up with chunks in the jelly print. Not that it would do any great damage. It's just I don't want to be harder on my jelly plate than I need to. So I am near the end of season 11 of Criminal Minds, and I am finally seeing some episodes I don't remember. Like I kind of sort of remember them. So I think I'm getting near to the end of where I stopped watching. And let's just put a little bit of this on here real light, a couple of spots. And get us a new sheet of paper and see how we come out. You just finished organizing all your stencils and jelly textures. Nice. I bet you have some great jelly textures. I'm still fairly boring. I'm not all that adventurous. I'm still collecting textures, you know, when we go out to the thrift stores and stuff. I still haven't gone out to the garage and dug out my burlap. So there's something to think about before next. So there's our pumpkin color. And now what do we want to do? Maybe that olive green? That's silver. Where's our olive green? Go back in your hole. Olive green, guys. Let's try olive green. And Els is going to lay down. Her head's bothering her. And she just told the kids to behave themselves. Guess what's probably not going to happen? About half the time they comply. Somebody should be coming to pick them up soon. Today is their last day here. I need a little bit more of that green. That's not quite enough. I thought it was going to be a little bit looser than it is. Oh, I just put brown down. Okay. So we're doing green and brown then. Let's just see what happens. I still think we need more overall. Let's try and grab the right color this time. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's go big. And I don't know, like this maybe. Okay. And a new piece of paper. Why is it when you need to move fast with the paper won't comply? It just all gloms together like, nope, not me. I'm not going. Using stencils. I have some stencils. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to try that. That's a way maybe I can use some of Elsa's stencils without gunking them up. Oh, that's very fall. With a little bit of brown that got mixed in there. That's very reminiscent of fall. I kind of like it. Okay, so with all of that around the edges, now I think we'll try that that happy green. First, let's peel that little bit off the top there. They were pretty good this weekend. Only one minor meltdown, and that was a misunderstanding due to an adult, so not technically their fault. Thankfully, I'm not the adult in question. Okay, I'm gonna go hexagons again. Look at me, crazy with the beekeeper shapes. Don't roll off there. I need you to be there. And they're the independent water. Yeah. That may be something I work on next week. Because else has a number of awesome stencils, but they're smaller, so they'd be good for the kind of what I do with the silicone stuff. Just to pounce it on there. Got some of that brown off there. A little patchy, but that's okay. Because it'll come off on another layer. We just have to ask ourselves, what do we like with that happy green? I think we'll go ahead and throw a little bit of this yellow oxide in there because they'll mix a little bit and create a whole nother weird shade of green. Okay. We've still got the pattern on there from the green, the hexagon shape, so I'm just going to go with that as the bottom layer. The little ones, the big ones, test your patience. I like using the big ones. But yeah, it can be a little much. Now, if we took this later and brayered a little black onto it, so we may save that and just brayer some black onto it or we did some kind of design on here and then put it on there. It needs a little something is all I'm saying. I think I'm going to try this deep brown, which doesn't look very deep to me. Oops. Get a paint fleck in there. For my results, you guys need to realize that I am in the desert. It is warm today. It's better than 90 degrees, although we still haven't had a 100-degree day, which is bananas crazy for this time of year. Just saying. Okay. I think we'll try bubbles. We haven't done bubbles in a few. So my jelly plate tends to dry off pretty fast. I'm going to lay that down on here while grabbing a sheet of paper. Maybe. create an argument. And that's got just enough of that green in there to keep it interesting. Not bad. Oh, I wind up with paint everywhere too. On me. The only place I can't get it is on the floor because it's carpeted in here. But I wind up with it on the paint bottles, on myself, on things I didn't intend to get painted. It's my jam. So let's go in now for a little bit of this. I'm almost out of this. I'm going to be sad when I run out of the. This started with the haunted house we built a couple of years ago, guys. So this has been around for a little while. I think it'll be 2 years that we built it this coming October. The haunted house that we built out of the balsa wood one from, I think it was the dollar store, one of them dollar stores. Okay, you guys have to go back in your box. And this is just a very dry paint to begin with, because it's a chalk paint. I think we're good because I still think we have brown on there with the pattern in it. We'll see. 2 aprons when teaching. One in front and one in the back because I wipe. Yes, I do that too. I'm a butt wiper. Actually, right up like on my hips and that part of your butt that's near your hips. It's a habit from dishwashing, actually, that has carried over into my dyeing and my jelly printing. This is going to be a nice light print. Ta-da! And then from there, I'm going to go back to this tea green. You're a belly wiper. This paint has just a weird consistency. Like I said, I think that's because our dollar stores, it's always very warm in there. Like you can tell the air is on, but it stays, I always feel a little faint when we leave, you know, and that's not cool. But I think that could be due to the fact that in some of our Dollar Trees here, they don't close one of the doors all the time. And so I think a lot of air escapes, which is weird because you think here, I don't know if the door's stuck, like it doesn't slide like it's supposed to. More of an upper thigh. Are you just wiping it everywhere, Michelle? Are you an everywhere wiper? I suppose it depends. If I'm sitting down, I am definitely a belly wiper. But if I'm standing up, it's my hips and that part of my butt. Like the side of your ass, I guess. Oh, I didn't put any texture on that. That was dumb. I totally forgot to put texture on. But check it out. We still got some pull up from the brown and some of the other colors. I completely spaced putting a texture on that. I'm going to go for the brighter blue now with this light blue still on there, and then we'll do some texture. See, these are enamels. I won't buy enamels again. They're too shiny for me. I love the colors, and I love the size of the bottle, but I'd prefer to get either a semi-gloss or a flat. than an enamel. These are beautiful, vibrant colors, but they're shinier than I'd like. So that's what I'll be looking at when I go to do my next. And let's do some of these. Just a little bit all over, but not too, get too carried away there. I think I might have just broke my fingernail. Owie. Hot. It's hot in the Dollar Tree. Their air conditioning either doesn't work very well, or they don't have it turned up high enough to adequately air condition the space for how warm it is. And we haven't even hit 100 yet. So I'll walk in there and I'll feel a little faint. So I'm thinking that because it's always too warm in there, like some of their paints have a weird texture to it, like they're old, but that like they just got this color in, so it can't be old. Okay, see, and that's what I mean about it being, it's so bright and it's a little glossy. I was hoping a little more of that would transfer on. All right. That blue there, maybe we should do some fuchsia. We have not done any fuchsia yet today. We find the same thing in the Goodwill and the Savers sometimes. Maybe they're just getting too many people through the door, you know what I mean? That it just doesn't stay cool in there. I'm not going to totally blame it on them being cheapskates and not turning the air up enough, because they are very busy stores all day long. But you guys, wherever you live, you may not have that problem because it doesn't get to 115 degrees. Or you may have the exact same problem. I don't know. Ooh. Okay, let's put a little, ooh, I bumped it with my finger. Let's just try a little squiggle, you know, a little squiggle. And then a little squiggle. And let's, little squiggle. Yeah, I bet. You guys will wind up with rolling blackouts, right? That's your guys' summer dilemma. That and everything is so expensive right now. Okay, so now we've got that hot pink on there. I'm going to try this again, the champagne silver color. It looks like a gray to me, but I think it's supposed to be a little bit metallic. This is the Craft Smart. It's the brand from Michaels. It's a Michaels brand. But it was on sale for, they had them, I think it was 4 for $5 or something like that. And Els bought 4 and needed a 5th one. She was like, pick a color, any color. So we got this. Okay. And that's definitely got pattern on it from underneath. So let's see about maybe putting this on one of these. Maybe this one. you doing? Oof, that's a lot. That's a lot, Michelle. Craftsmart makes a nice peacock blue. Ooh, good to know. I will have to try it. All right. So that's an interesting with the hot pink in there. Let's see if you guys can see it a little bit. Let me make it live so I can actually see what you're seeing. I'm still putting the paint on it right now on my screen. Hit micro buffers till it's. I think you can tell a little bit that there's some pink mixed in with the metallic gray. And Shane in bed wrapped in black. I bet. You got up, did a couple of things. Now you're laying down, worn out. Well, you got some things done, and you get to lay down. Best of both worlds. I hope you got what you needed to get done. I'm going to do this pink on here with the silver and see how it looks. It's like a medium pink. Did you have good eats today? Okay. Let's go hexagons here. Ooh, I just threw some paint on the floor. Okay, I think I want to put this on the back of this. I think we all wish we were closer to come help. Rotisserie chicken salad, nice. That's a good choice. All right. And that got a little bit of the of that gray in it. But that one's all done, so that's covered on both sides. Made a neck hole. You need one of those Mexican ponchos. It's like wearing a blanket. Okay, we're going to try light pistachio now. I got to get a better paint budget. Get a few new colors in. Do. Okay. Let's try it on the back with this blue color. We had hamburgers and hot dogs last night, so everybody's having leftovers today. I think the kids had pizza rolls, and Ashton was making some kind of egg concoction today. But the Buggy and Brittany had pizza rolls. That came out very faint. So that leaves us the opportunity to put something else over that if we'd like. Those are really good backgrounds. So that leaves a lot of that pistachio on there. So let's try maybe a yellow, because we might get a little bit of green going. And this one is almost gone. I think this is one of the ones Els gave when she cleaned out her paint rack and she was replacing some of her paints, where they're starting to get thick in the bottom and stuff, or there's not really enough to start a new project with. It's a pretty yellow. Okay. Let's try this one. I saw a romper snowsuit for adults. It would be like wearing a down comforter. Oh, if you live someplace cold, that might be good. Or if you just get really cold. I don't really have that problem. I'm warm all the time. Uh-oh. We get a little bit of stick in there. So we lost a little bit of the paper right there. That's okay. These things happen. There we go. Puce. Huh? Puce. It's puce. I don't have puce. I don't even know what color that is. I don't know what color it is. So let's try some of this green. It's like maybe a pine tree. Let's see what it looks like when we pull it up. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And let's put it on the back of maybe this orange one. We should probably put some kind of texture on there, huh? Let's just go small, small, small. Tiny, tiny ones. Now we'll put it on this. My studio downstairs walls are cinder block. When it's 108, right? No basements in Nevada because of the ground layer is, there's a kind of rock down there that's almost impossible to get through. Makes basements impossible. But also, you just don't build basements in the desert. It's not a good idea. It's like building a basement in a swampy area, you know? That's an interesting look. That's a whole different kind of, doesn't really lend itself to grungy-age unless you use different colors. But interesting nonetheless. Okay. You stay in the basement, it's 10 degrees cooler than upstairs, but you're on the couch. And that's where you live now. Well, yeah, I imagine so. It's probably actually a pretty steady temperature that doesn't feel so great in the winter, because it's underground. So it doesn't have as wide a temperature fluctuation as the upper floors. Okay, so we just did green. I don't know. I'm going to go yellow oxide. And once our time's up here, I'm going to take a break to cool down. And then I'm going to probably continue. I have there's a couple of things I want to do, like as a, I don't know what's the right word for it. Experiment. And I don't necessarily want to do it on camera because if it doesn't work, I don't necessarily want to advertise all my failures, you know? Just saying. Let's do this. Nope, that's done both sides. We need to do it on something that's not like pink. You go downstairs, spend time with Noodles. Is that Noodles at downstairs at? And there we go. That's not bad with that green, actually. In terms of like grunginess and fall, that's pretty nifty. Okay. So I'm going to go pistachio green again. I'm trying to build up some layers underneath here to get a nice grungy fall print. I have some journals I want to make for the fall, and I like some of the paper in it to be painty paper. Jelly printy kind of stuff. Because it's fun. Okay. Oh, we haven't done a single bubble wrap today. Let's throw some bubble wrap on here. Okay. And put this on the back of this one. Thanks, Michelle. Her and the boys fight too much. I believe it. Els has a video. I'm hoping she puts it up on her Instagram. We got Harry a hammock for out in his cataminium, which is really just code for dog cage. Oh, well, we'll definitely be putting something else on the back of that. But that's okay, because that leaves us the whole layer of the whatever color that is, pistachio, I think. Now let's go. What did we? Hold on, I need to look at the one that I liked. There was one in here that I really liked, and I was trying to make more. Okay. So I think we want to go a little bit of brown there. So let's try some of this brown. Could have gone berry too, though. Uh-oh. That is all of a sudden just going to go everywhere. Okay. That looks a little bit like poo right now, but we're going to go with it. That one's done on both sides. I'll go here for this one. Now I think we'll add in an orange color. We need an orange color. But I think we want maybe that pumpkin orange we had earlier. Okay. Art journals. I like this pumpkin. I think I just got it though, and I think I've used it all up. Just less than half the. It has been fun though. Do 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 do. Pull a little bit of that back off there. We got some orange going on. Okay. Let's try bubble wrap again. This is a nice faint pattern. I really need to get me another sheet of bubble wrap out of the closet. Let's see about getting rid of that notification so I can actually see you guys' chat box. There we go. That's a little more dark. Now it needs some green. Let's try and throw on a very light coat of this deep green. Okay. And for the fall journals, I'm working on any double-sided papers. Get a little bit of paper pulling here. There we go. Pumpkinish. It's green with some pumpkin in it. What did I just think I wanted to do here? Lost my train of thought. Totally. Let's go with the berry. Yeah, that's totally just stuck in there. Okay, there we go. Hey, it made a farty noise. Haha. And because this color is so thick, it tends to stay on the plate for a little while. So we can usually get it in a couple of different layers. I didn't push that down very hard. I'm hoping for a lighter print on it. Okay. Folk Art Berry Wine. It's color number 7150. And it is an enamel paint, but it's really, really thick. It was on sale when I bought it. So I think it might have been older stock, you know. But it is a nice color. It's a very nice color. There we go. And that leaves a little bit on there. I want to do School Bus Yellow. I like the combo. And then I'm going to put a tiny little bit of, what did I want? I'm gonna crazily throw a little bit of olive green in there. And there, that one. Okay. I think that one's enough. Okay. And we had, oh, come on, give me a piece of paper. We had pattern in the berry, so I don't know. We need it again this soon. Yep, that one was pretty good. Jiggle the paints. This is going to be a grungier one now. We'll like that. Actually, I like that one a lot. I dig it. Cool. Okay. Now. I'm going to go with a pure orange here. We got all these big bottles of paint for $1.99 when they were on sale. I bought like every color they had. It was, I think, late winter, late like at the beginning of the year. And I believe it was a Hobby Lobby that we got them all. And it was like a big score because that's when I was thinking about, you know, when I was actually thinking about doing some jelly printing on camera, because I think I had done it once or twice around that, you know. And then, yeah, I haven't used the dots at all today. And I didn't really have enough paint to get started. I think I just had 12 colors. So now every time we go in there, we look to see if paint. They don't always put it up. Sometimes it might just be the store itself, not the whole chain that's got it on sale because they have an excess. So we always check now when we're in there for something else because it was a very good buy. There we go. See what I mean about bright? I like the more muted pulls. I love the second pulls. They're the bomb for me. But the other ones have a place too, you know? I think I'm going to try this marigold here. I think I've only used this one other time. I think it's a very bright yellow. But most of that orange did come up, so I don't know if we'll get much from the underneath. Okay. We're going to do honeycomb. Honeycomb! And then let's maybe go ahead and just put that right on the back of this orange. Because those will be two bright ones in a row. Bright dots. Okay. But you have to have the bright colors to get the more muted stuff, typically speaking. See, and that pulled up some of the orange dots from the other one. Nice, and that one's done. Because we got two sides. And that did leave a little bit of yellow on there. So let's maybe go a little bit yellow. Let's try whatever this is. Island blue. Let's do a little island blue. All right. If some of it mixes together, we may get a little green in there. Okay. Let's pull that back just a little bit. Polka dots again, just for having not used it very much. Okay. And then this is going to be a fairly bright print, so let's go on the back of this other blue. Oops. That's blue with grindy edges. It picked up a lot of that chunkiness on the edges. There we go. And then we do have a little, it's thicker here, so let's just brayer that out a little bit. Okay, and that's, so we did get that blue to turn out a little more turquoisey with all the other stuff on it. Not bad. I know lots of people like to put multiple colors on at once and they're making designs out of it. I just love seeing what happens when you get several layers on there, and then you pull it up, you know. It's got a little bit of hard glue in there. I just love to play with the colors. Who knows, one day it may all may click and I may be doing jelly prints more like normal people. The other thing I want to do once I have a break after the live is I want to come back and just do some really plain backgrounds, like some of those earlier ones we had. I'll pull one out and show you. So that's got the, uh-oh, get a little paint on my shirt. I need a piece of paper. Let's go like this one. This one's fairly plain. You could definitely add something to this. It's also got a little hard spots in the middle. So you could jelly over this with something else with a more, you know, you could just put some circles on the jelly plate and slap that down, and then you would have circles on the top of all of this. I had some lighter ones earlier like that would definitely have worked good for that. And this one is going to come out the same way. Now, I don't mind these. This has a texture to it. It's a little more splotchy, but I really like this effect sometimes. And we've left a bunch of the pink and the blue on there, or whatever color it was. Yeah, it was blue. So whatever we get next, we'll probably pull up all of that if we get a juicy color. And I'm thinking maybe I want to go with this glow yellow, which comes out very light and should push everything else to the front because it's a very translucent paint. It also is good if you want to make grungy stuff, for sure. It adds a little something without adding a layer that might be really opaque. And I think we'll just slap on a little bit of juicy color. Well, juicy pulls everything out. If you got something that spreads well, but you don't have to put a ton of it on to pull up other stuff. See, now this corner's really got a lot baked on there. So I would need a very juicy layer there to get some of that to pull up. That's why we're not getting a perfectly square print right now, because the corners have... See, we got a lot of that pink up in there. And here we did. That corner got a little juicy, and we pulled up some of that grunge there. Well, this corner has a lot, and this corner has a ton. Although I just pulled some right off there. So I do like these. Even though it doesn't go all the way to the edge, I do like this kind of print. But we got a real buildup right here. So if we could get a lot of juicy down there, that would come up and look cool. Okay, so the plate is got some stuff on it, but not a ton. So we could go with a darker color. Let's go with maybe a purple. We haven't done any purple. And I think when this one comes up down to a little less than half, I'm going to add some white to it. I'd prefer it was lavender instead of a really deep dark purple. Because I can get, another bottle. This is another one we got for $1.99. And it's just called purple. Here I'm trying to get some of the purple coverage in the corners. All right, let's find something that's bright. Here's the pink. And let's go. There's our doodah. Let's go wide. We'll just do some stripes. Let's just do some stripes there. We don't do just a row of stripes very often. Yes, it is. Yeah, and that's because of all the buildup on the edges. I could clean it off every time, but I kind of like the uneven. You can see where this one had all its, you know, it went right up to the edge. Okay. Let's see if we get any. Yeah, it pulled a little bit of it up here in the corner there. You can see some of the green and the other, and it's very thick right here. So if I leave that alone, it'll dry on. And we pulled up quite a bit of what was in this corner here. That has a vibe, doesn't it? It's very vibey. Well, now we know we can make a writing paper. We can put lines on it with the large side of this if we want to. Now we've got that purple on there. And I'm thinking I want to go with this light blue again. Oh, we're getting to mix a little bit now. And this one makes a fun squelchy noise. It's squelchy. Okay. I'm gonna go bubble print on this one. And I think we're gonna just put it right on the back of this one. Because it's dry already. Let's see. You clean your plates once a month? You've only had Sprite and Gatorade? Those are good choices. They'll keep you hydrated. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. That's making me happy. The blue with the purple? Nice. I might try that again. Again. I'm a giant child. What can I say? Let's do it again. We probably won't have the same luck. You can never get the same print twice, I don't think. But blurple it is. Woo, 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 woo. Trying to get some coverage on all of that. Ooh, I made texture. And that's kind of fun. And I dipped my elbow in it. Groovy. You know what? I'm even going to go for the same thing. I'm going to just do this number. Turned out nice and I liked it. New paper. New paper. Oh, look at that. Bleeds purple every. Oh, there's a. That's why. There happened to be some right on the side, and I got my hand in it. Now it's everywhere. That's okay. Purple. Now blue again. Blue. I'll be delighted if we can pull it off twice. Okay. And here we go. Let's tone this baby down a little bit. Over here. Here, there, and everywhere. And then I don't think we put anything on there. I think we just put a piece of paper on there. And away we go. See if we can get any of the edges to pull up. Okay, see, different, but still like it. And we've got a little sploogey right there. Now we got, oh, you know what? I'm going to do it. Let's see what happens. Some of it already pulled up on the back. And I will put some more on there. We might use it for a couple other ones like that. That's nice. I love that. So let's put them side by side so we can see that they are. See? Here's our side by side comparison. But I like them both. I do. Okay. So. That was fun. I'm weird. I get it. I get it. Let's see. Since the possible, I've only sprayed Gatorade. Or if the paper sticks, then I know. Yeah. But that's okay too. Because it leaves more paint down for the next layer. But that's the fun of it. But you can see it's similar. It's very similar. But you're never, ever, ever going to get the same thing twice. I think you could pull 1,000 jelly plates and you wouldn't get the same thing twice. And that's why this is so fun for me, just playing. That's why I get such a kick out of just playing with the colors. I got to be honest with you. I'm going to go turquoise again. Because I can layer the same colors and never get the exact same. Sometimes it'll come out grungy. Sometimes it will come out pastel-y. Sometimes it will just be, woo, look at that in your face color, you know. I don't want to mix this with the purple. Not like that much of it. Now, I wouldn't mind pulling a little bit off there. Such a bright color. Got to spread it around. Okay, I think I got a piece of hair on this. I'll look at it in a second. All right. So let's do just thin lines this way now. See how we like that. I'm almost out of paper. I may have to go up to the garage and get more. I think that's why I'm just so fascinated with just slapping some color on and seeing what happens. And there we go. Got a little turquoise going on. All right. I'm going to try some hot pink. See, now the hot pink is nice and liquidy, which is how I think all of them should kind of be. But you know what? If you didn't have the thick paint, we wouldn't get some of the effects we're getting, honestly. Because the thick paint tends to stick to the plate for more than one print, while the thinner stuff tends to get picked up unless you let it dry a little bit first. which I don't necessarily intentionally do. But because it is so warm, ta-da, it happens. So, anybody doing anything fun this coming week? I know a lot of you are going to work. So that's got a little bit of the turquoise in it. Note to self, turquoise and hot pink, not necessarily a good color combo, but not awful either. I think if it was more, it would actually look grungy. Okay. Let me look at what kind of time we're doing over here. Hello, come on. All right, we've been on for an hour and a half, guys. We're going to take a quick break. Give me like 3 minutes. I need to go to the restroom, and I need to get a little more water, okay? I will be back at, let's say, at the hour. It looks like it's 4:55 here, so we'll be back at the hour. But I'm not going to mute it, so maybe you'll hear the kids doing shenanigans. In the thing nicely. Don't make them all folded. No. I'm eating. Thank you. I have returned it with something on ice to drinky drink. Okay. Whew. Hold on, there's a notification. I can't see anything. Okay, and now I'm not leaning close enough. I know, I want a big one too, so I can use it for bigger journals. Well, really, it would be regular size paper. I'm going to have to just save up for one. I really, really want one because this paper's when I cut the border off it. Hold the phone, please. Here they are. So these are all cut down, and now they are. Now your question about where my ruler is just as good as. So instead of 8.5 by 11, they are 7 1/4 by 9 3/4 about, and there is a variation, as you can see. Some of them are longer overall. This is probably one of the bigger ones, and that is 10. So the plate itself is 8 by 10, and this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Once you cut the edges off, you know. Yes.
You can have that PayPal card.
Thank God. Now I can activate it. I wonder what it fell out of.
I don't know.
I wonder if it was in that pile of stuff that I just that fell out of, you know. Oh, good. I was looking for that. Thanks. I was gonna tell you something.
You love me? I know. Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
Love
I don't
you
even
too.
need to be here for a conversation with you. Say hello to the ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Michelle is in here. Else. I think it's a 12 by 14.
What?
The next size up. I want to get the next size. Michelle says she's been debating it, but it's $50. It's a lot of money.
Oh, for the bigger.
The next size, and then I don't know how much they have, like a by 18 something by 18 one. I didn't even look. I think it's like 75.
Where would you put that?
To make papers for big enough.
Would you be?
It comes in its own thing. I'd stack it over here with the other ones.
Where would you use it at?
I'd have to get a bigger one of these, and I would not be able to do that on camera and have everybody see it without putting the camera on the ceiling. But to get papers that are big enough for the larger journals I make.
Yeah.
So down the line, it will be an investment.
But not right now.
Well, I don't even have 75 cents to my name. So am I going to be able to buy a $75 jelly plate? And no. It's too late. She's gone. Gone like the wind. Where was I going with this? Oh, so we can do about another hour and a half if you guys feel up to it. If not, we can end anytime in the next, hour. So I just wanted to show. This is, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 single-sided packs. This is the darkest one. I saved this one for blacks, browns, and grays. And then we've got the rest of them. I just kind of mixed them up, and then I round robined the whole thing. So you can see the variety of sizes and colors. In the future, I'll probably divide them into lights and darks. I just have to figure out if it's better, well, these may not sell at all. I may wind up double-siding them, and there's a nice grungy one. And putting them in other projects. I'm just seeing if there's interest in them. This will be in the next sale. Oh, there's a double-sided one that snuck in there. So you get the idea, kind of. You're okay. You can hang out. Well, nobody's required to be here. It's nice if you guys are, but see, there's one we did some. And then there is one double-sided one coming up. Oops. I thought that was going to flip a little better than it did, but it didn't. I think it's because the edges are all different. Are we keeping that door closed now?
What?
I said, are we keeping that door closed now? Oh my God, the one that's never closed in the hallway.
No.
Why is it closed then?
I don't know.
I thought it was maybe to keep the air in. I don't think that's where the problem is. Oh, this is, so maybe I have two double-sided ones? Because this is definitely double-sided. And this one is, okay, I'm confused. So apparently I have 3 double-sided ones and 4 single-sided ones. So I really just tried to mix them up evenly, but in the future I'll probably do lights and darks separately if it becomes a thing. Els, what or Els? Els. She's in the bedroom doing something. She's gonna come yell at me any minute now. So, and then these are from today. These are the ones where, ooh, and it's stuck to the thing. That's okay. So yeah, so not too bad. Got a variety. So I thought I'd try these. So it's 3 double-sided and 4 single. Make 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 single-sided. I thought I'd see how they do. And if they don't, then I'll put them in projects and that will be okay. Janice is like, I like them all. Well, I know some people don't have the time or maybe don't enjoy the mess or can't afford the expense of a jelly plate. And so I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Most of the packs, I looked it up because I was trying to figure out a price for the packs. And most people are selling like like when you use one and you got a little bit of extra, they were selling packs of cutoffs, anywhere from like 5x8 to, little ones the size of an inchy. It mixed in a pack. Okay, so are we ready? I have my orange cream, my Great Value sparkling flavored water stuff. Which is ice cold. Woohoo! Let's move the ruler. That's not going to help us, jelly plate. Oh gosh, you know what? I didn't grab any more paper. I need to grab a little bit more paper. You got to have paper to jelly plate. Nice, Jim. Okay, paper. We have that paper. Now I got to lean over here and try and read this. You're trying to make the May tag thingy? See, Carla's singing to you, and she doesn't even feel that good. The 12 of 23 thingy, yeah. That's a thing worth doing, especially if you're stuck in relax mode, you know, because your health requires it. All right. What color do we want to start with, people? Ooh. Let's try this purple. It's a slightly different purple. It's called violet. This is from our Acrology paint from the Dollar Tree or the dollar store. I don't know. They're all, this is their brand. Let's see if it says on here. No, but it says it's made in the USA, so there's that. Oh, look, it's getting squeaky now. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Uh-oh, we got a goober in there. Not a goober. Okay. I think that one may be full up. Okay, and then what do we want to put on there? Oh, let's do these. Let's do these. There we go. Uh-oh. We stuck it to the back. Things are going on. Okay. And let's see, which one do we want to put it on the back of? Let's put it on the back of this berry one. Tried tea dye or grunge? Not yet, but I do have plans. I might even jelly print on some of the lighter dyed paper as well, like a pink or aquamarine. Have a base color already, and then do a pattern print on top or mark making. It's very dark, and I do think there's a hair on there. So let me try and pull off the hair that I think is on the roller. Definitely not on the, okay. There's not a ton of the purple left on there. So let's maybe just try the straight up yellow. This is the Acrology. I think I'm feeling hexes on this one. It's going to be a very thin layer, though. And let's do some hexes on that. Oh, there you go. Oopsies and uh-ohs. Yeah, definitely could do that. I have a whole bunch of oopsies and uh-ohs. There is no shortage of those. We're getting a little bit of purple on this pull-up. And we got some grungy edges on there. Uh-oh. That one wasn't stuck down good enough and it wandered. Let's see if we can still get it to stick down, though. Nope. That was my fault. It hadn't dried on and I rubbed it. We're just going to let the other one sit there now. But there we go. Not too bad. It's got a purple undertone to the yellow. That's interesting. Interesting, I say. Interesting. Here we have a red oxide, which is a brownie red. This is a very fall color, I think, too. It reminds me a little bit of the berry wine. Not as intense, not as purpley red. This is more like of a brown. Reminds me like of the leaves as they're dying kind of color. They were here Buggy was here a couple weeks ago, and he ate like 15 suckers. Left the wrappers around the sticks. He bit some of the sticks in half and shoved them all under the love seat instead of putting them in the trash. And there is a trash can in the living room. It drives Pop crazy. And then he ate, what did he eat? He ate something in the Lazy Boy recliner chair. And he left just crumbs everywhere. Pop had to vacuum the chair. And you're asking Amy, why didn't you do it? Because I don't have grandkids that come here. They don't make them clean up. I don't do the cleanup. But, yeah. They're not very big, but if he ate them all at once, which I suspect he did, that is a lot of sugar at one time. No, this is the fun household. There's no punishment here for anything. There's occasional yelling, but nobody actually gets in trouble. That is how it rolls over here. And that's why Miss Amy doesn't get involved. I'm a rules person. I don't tolerate the kind of stuff that goes on here. They're not my grandkids, like I said, so I don't interfere. I do sometimes vacuum the floor after they've been here, though, because usually they're here at the end of the week, which is the time that we would normally vacuum the carpet, and I don't mind vacuuming the carpet. It's one of those mindless jobs where you just think about weird shit, you know? Things float by in your head. What's the name of that song that has, you have some song lyrics stuck in your head? Can't remember, which is 90% of the time for me, because I know the song I like, but I probably couldn't tell you the artist, the title. I might know a line from the song, you know? But except for the trash thing, by and large, they're pretty good kids. I don't know what it is. They would rather throw their trash under the couch any day of the week than take it to a trash can. And there is one in the living room. It's not like they have to leave the room to put it in the trash. Sometimes they just need to lean to the side. I think I'm going to go on the back of this yellow one here. And they're good huggers. He does. He can eat anything. He has got... And he's a bottomless pit. That kid's always hungry. He's a good eater, as they would say in the olden days. So there's some orange with a little bit of that red oxide under it. And you can see the red is like a brownie red. It's like I think it's meant to be kind of a brick red, but it's got that yellow mixed in, so it's changed the color a little bit. Okay, that one's done. I think maybe we'll try some of the deep green now. I'm feeling it. That's about the only thing I miss from being young, just being able to eat whatever the heck you want. No consequences. Sadly, now all consequences. That's how it rolls, you know? Okay. Let's try the big end, just some stripes here. I'm kind of digging those stripes. I don't know why I never tried it before. Such is life. Let's just do this on a new sheet of paper. Oop, not, well, maybe that one. We got stripes on one side and stripes on the other. I like this one as an autumn colors, you know. It's got the olive green, some of the berry wine, some of that brown is in here. And I think there's a tiny bit of yellow in there. That was one of those where it got left. A bunch of stuff was left on the plate. And up comes the green with some yellow in there still. A little bit of that red oxide. Down in here. And up here. Yellow over here. And yellow inside the... So, not bad. Not bad. Yep. I'm the same way, you guys. We butt heads over this frequently, and I just, you know, not my house, not my rules. I don't worry about it anymore. Just difference in parenting and grandparenting styles, you know. It's not my job to tell other people how to raise their kids or their grandkids. He's all good. He's all good. Okay, I think I'm going to do this one on the back of this one because I think we're going to get an interesting result. Not my monkeys, not my circus. You know, I had not heard that phrase before I started working at Talbot's. And the manager said it all the time, and I was very taken with it. Like, that is a good one. Now, that's still got quite a bit of that green in there, but I do like it. And that's the school bus yellow with the yellow and the all kinds of other stuff in there. Nice grungy fall type print, I think. I'm having some successes here. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So what do we want to throw on next? I think I'm going to do a very light, if I can, of the red oxide. And then maybe throw a little bit of olive green on there too and see what that looks like. But I would like it to be a very thin coat if I can make it. But I want to let that dry on there. And I think there's still possibly a little bit of that green in there, which might not be a bad thing. Let me find it in the next place. I want to add some color here. That is very, very turquoisey. I don't have any in here that, you know, I might have. Give me a minute. Well, while that's drying, I have some damaged tea dye paper in here. I'm not sure where I put it, though. when I moved everything for the live. Give me a second since that's drying. Oh, so cold. Here we go, I found it. Oof. Oofta. Still a little wet. Let's try a little bit. There we go. That may or may not do anything. So I've got some damaged papers here. This has some pink and red on it. This one's torn. And it's wrinkly. And then that's just a piece of grungy cardstock. So we can try these. They're leftovers from some packs I was working on yesterday for the store, which it did get in, thankfully. I made a spot here, though. Okay. Let's try drying it with this. So we'll try it with that after we do this one. Where's that olive? Let me grab the olive oil off the floor. Sure, the one time you want it to dry. We shall see. We shall see how it comes out. Almost. So nothing exciting coming up this week. But that's a nice fall one too. So I'm getting some fall ones in here that will definitely work. But I also want to have some packs for fall in the event that I have some success with, doing that. This one needs to go in the done pile. And that's a fall one, which I think we can use both ways because there's a little bit of brown in this green, which I think works. Okay, I think we're good there. So we're going to put on a little bit of green, and then we're probably going to texture that. This is the olive green, which I want to buy a big old bottle of if I can find it. I love this color. Probably it's only in the small, though. That frenzied that right up. Let's try this again. Bubbles! Little bit of bubbles. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this on the back of this. I think we're not going to get it all pulled up, which is fine. It'll be available for the next layer, which we might add some orange to. Oh. That made an interesting color combo right there. I kind of like it. Very dark. Okay. So that one's done. Just goes to show you don't know what you're going to get. And we'll put this one on one of those other pieces of paper that we've got. So let's decide. We've got a base color of that. So I think we're going to go maybe with the I'm gonna go school bus yellow on this. Came out nice and grungy. Grungy, I say. We haven't really used any black today either. All right. I'm really digging, like I said, this hexagon shape is doing it for me. I'd like to find a slightly larger hexagon print. Oh, I found some completely white pages. Terrifying. Okay. Oh, and we said we were going to put it on one of these. Okay, this is the cardstock. I'm going to use the grungy side. It's 110 pound. Originally, it was bright white. Okay, let's see. There we go. And that does add to the darkness. Plus, it's got grunginess underneath it. I'll definitely be using that for something. So we'll do the back too. I'll put it over there. I am going to, what do I want to do? Let's go with some orange here. Okay, let's, oh, not orange. We don't need that orange to orange. Ooh, how about this? Grunge up that. Okay. Let's do some lines down this way. Okay, and then let's see about what we want to put this on the back of. I think I'm actually going to put it on the back. Whoa! Oh, this is already done. That's already got stuff on both sides. On the back of this purple. But yeah, I've got I think I've got the 12 by 14 jelly plate on my wish list. On starting with this next sale. Because obviously I'm broke. Except for the money that's put aside for my computer. That's untouchable. I can't actually get to it. I've got it in an account that I cut up the debit card for, and I won't ask for a replacement till it's time to order so that I can't get any money out of there. And that's with the purple underneath. I don't necessarily like the purple splotches underneath, but you know, once you use it for something, it'll be fine. Fine, I say fine. Okay, so now we've got that orange on there. Let's do a little bit of this brown. Like I literally mean let's just put a little bit and spread it on. Whoa, okay. And then we will we'll add another color. So that's a little bit of that. And then we'll add a little something else in once that's dry. Yes, I know I want to see Viking Wolf. It's on my wish list. Quit harassing me. Or interference paints. I don't know what interference paints are. Yeah, olive green. I love olive green. It's one of my favorites. It's a Craft Smart, which I think that's the Michaels one. Yeah, that's the Michaels one. It's just olive green. That's what it is. I'm hoping I can find a jar. What did I get that was Craft Smart? I have another one. And I got it when they had 4 for $5. My white is a Craft Smart as well. But they had 4 for $5 of this big colors like this. And I've never looked to see. I think the big ones, though, are just the primary colors. So if I can find this on sale, I'll probably buy 2 next time. It's turned out to be a nice color. Well, yeah, if I didn't have that money in an account where I couldn't get to it, it would be spent 100%. And it's not that much money. I think between donations and my own contributions, I think I have like $67 or something. I'm only a little way there. But I'll get there. I'm going to start having my sales twice a month again. I had several months where I didn't have any sales at all. I think I didn't have a sale in February, March. I think I had one at the end of April, a small one at the end of May, or this is the end of May. I'm going to have a small one coming up here in the next couple days. That's why I'm getting stuff ready. But it's going to be a small one. It should be enough maybe to pay my rent and have a little bit left over. I'm just peeling off some of the places where I don't think it's going to peel anytime soon. I don't want it to get too thick. Okay, so that on there, it should be dry. And that was the brown. So let's do a little bit of this. And I do mean just a tiny little bit of this, of the berry. It'll be hard to get it to spread because it's so little, but I think overall it'll be a nice. And I am going for just a basic backgroundy thing, so I'm going to pounce this on here real quick, and then we're going to slap it on we'll do the other side of this. Just using the flat part of my palm to smooth it down. Folk Art has a, see they? I'm thinking that the Michaels brand probably a little bit cheaper, but depending on what's on sale, I'll usually go with whatever's on sale if I can find the color I want. And there's that. And that is on that 110-pound cardstock. You can see some of the brown in the background. And then there's a little bit of the other colors, just a smattering. Not bad, though. I like how the pattern is broken up. So that's done. Both sides of that are done. Next, we'll do this one. This already has some grunge, and then it has a little bit of pink on it as well. So let's go with our pink to match in with that. With the berry. There should be some berry left on here. Should be a tiny bit of berry left on here. Because a lot of it did come up with the print, which is good. No worries. Like I said, I never have an expectation for what's coming out. So How could I be mad about it? Let's go big lines down, big lines down. Because we got some circle naturally on the... And this does have some wrinkles in it from, you know, it got puckered in the dye process or in the drying process. So these ones usually go in the damages or in the super grungy, tattered packs. Uh-oh. We're getting a little peeling there on the paper. I see that I usually try and go the other way just to see if we can minimize it. And we're going to have to pull that off there just to... Which is okay, because we can brayer over that or we can dip it on, you know. There's ways to fix that. Okay, so now we got the pink down there. Let's try some of this blue. I just can't afford any metal. When I want to get, there's like a set at Michael's or Hobby Snobby where you get the basics, you know. And I do have this. It's not really metallic. Well, no, it is. I can't read what it says under there. Anyway, it's called Champagne. And then I have a metallic blue that I don't use very often. I just don't think of it. I want to get some gold and some silver and some copper because I think you can get some really interesting effects. Like I think some copper and some bronze would look really great with that berry. Color. I'm going to do some dots. And let's put that on the other side of this. All right. And we are pulling up some of that berry from the edge there. And some pink under the blue. So not too bad. Okay, that's awesome. I will definitely use it. I just haven't got to a place in my budget where I can buy the... And they have to be on sale. So use for me. There's some criteria involved, you know. I'm cheap. What can I say? Okay, so we still have in the pattern of the wrinkles. So that's going to come out as an interesting effect. That was the blue. Let's see. What do we want to do next? Let's go with the yellow. I think this is one of the ones from Elle's Sunshine Yellow. I think this is from her cleaning out her stash. And so there's just a tiny little bit in here that we can look at just using up and not feel bad about it at all. Because what would happen is it would likely sit there and get all weird and hard, you know, start to thicken up and just still be a little bit in the bottom of a bottle. Hold on, we got stuff going on here. Trying to spread out the color, you know. Okay, I'm going to do definitely bubbles on this because it's a light colored paint. And I think that'll be fun. And we still got a couple. So this is really grungy on one side. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see how that yellow looks with the grungy. And again, we have wrinkles in here. There are definitely some wrinkles in there. Right here in the middle. Oh, we got a big bit of the grunge off there from right here. So that's what that looks like with the grunge underneath. So there's grunge and it runs under here. And you can see it even here. Under that light yellow and some of the blue and pink still. Okay, I'm saving this one because I want to put some brayer over it. So I'm going to move it over here. Okay, so that was the yellow, the Lolo. And then we're going to go again for the light pistachio. Woo-hoo. Okay, it's a start. All right, let's try this on the back of this piece where there is a little pink. So we'll see how the pink that exists on the paper with the muffin tin circles looks with that tea green. Yeah, I've turned into a super cheap bitch. Oh, that almost none of that's going to peel up there. Or you just can't see it because it's so light. No, it's on there. It's on there. It's super, super light. Because I can see the pattern. So you can still see the muffin tin rings through that. That's kind of cool. It's interesting. I like it. Now we have this damaged piece of cardstock we can try. That's the last piece of... I don't have any more in my room. The rest of it's out in the garage somewhere. So, we've got the yellow down on there. We've got the light green. Let's go. What do we want to do? I'm just going to reach down here blind and pick whatever comes out. We got magenta. Magenta. I don't know how that's going to look with that green. Sometimes choosing blindly can be weird. I think we might need a little more than that. Okay. I'll put that back over. Okay. All right, where'd that go? Cardstock. Up here. We'll be careful when we pull this up, though, because it is ripped. And this side has polka dots on it. I don't know if the other side does or not. Sometimes it goes through and sometimes it doesn't. Depends on how wet the paper was. Aw, Michelle, you don't have to do that kind of stuff, but it is very sweet of you, and I will definitely show it off and use it. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing a lot of pink on here. Uh-oh. Here's where we may. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I did it without ripping it any more than it already was. That's not bad. Now this side did not have any polka dots on it, but this could wind up in scraps of joy. It could wind up in the oopsies and uh-ohs bin, you know. Or if you'd like, Michelle, I'd be happy to send you these 5 sheets that we made out of my paper. If you're interested, just let me know. Let's get something on the back of that one now. What do we want to do? We've got pink down here. Let's use a little bit more of this yellow. I think we have sprayed a little bit of water in here coming up. I think that's probably enough paint for that. We don't want it to be a super thick layer because we still want some of that. Oh, okay, there's definitely a hair on here somewhere. I can see it. Where are you? Well, I'm trying to get the hair off here. Smack in the middle. Okay, I think I may have got it. Okay, and let's not do circles again. Let's do honeycombs. Honeycomb. That 70s song. I don't even know who sings it. I think it's a guy group. Like bearded men of some sort. So we're probably going to get a little pink out of here, but we also have the tea-dyed polka dots on there. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we don't want to rip that any more than it already is. That is extremely light, though. But so it's pink and yellow together on there. Yep. It's very faint. And you can still see you can see the honeycomb, but you can also see the polka dots. Let's see. There's a notification up there. Hey, Roseanne. I've only made it halfway. What? Okay, well, I definitely will use it for sure. I know exactly how much Amy paper you have. Like, you have a ridiculous amount. But you're using it? Okay, so I'm taking it you don't want these 5 pieces. Or 3, however many pieces it was. I know they're in here somewhere. 4 maybe. Okay. Now there is quite a bit of yellow and still a little bit of pink on here. I say we go orange. All right, if you're sure. If you change your mind, let me know. Probably they'll wind up in scraps of joy. That's a fun way to use them. Okay, let's try like just a big circle. If I can get it relatively smooth. Well, we got most of it. And then I'll just go like that. We're just screwing around now. Here we go. See how that comes out. Interesting. That'll probably wind up as a background somewhere or torn up in collage. We're getting lots of baked on goodies over here. I'm going to do berry. I got home from the little Grand's house. It's her hubby. Oh, well, there you go. I am not a fan myself, but I know many people who are. And it is a whole amazing event. I know for a lot of people, it is as big as the Super Bowl to football players, you know. Not my jam, but I'm glad it makes people happy. Anything that, you know, gives you an outlet for all the things in life that frustrate you, I am a fan of. Okay. I don't know if we've ever done honeycomb on this. I tend to do bubble on this one. Bubble, it's a thing. Okay, let's see. Which one of these do we maybe want to... I guess we'll put it on the back of this one. 2 hexes in a row. You're not a fan either. But you got to see the grandkids. You're surprised hubby isn't watching the show. To the left, around the world to the left. Here we go. Now that's dark, and I still would consider that like a fall winter print, you know? I just love this color to death. And we got a little bit of a green down in here, peeled off this corner here. So we got a little bit, and that one done. That's 2 sides. Two sides and 1. Okay. So with that, I think I feel like I'm going to throw a little olive green on that. And then some orange probably. So let's do a real thin coat of that olive green. And I think that this print will go. Oh, that one's already done. That one's got stuff on both sides. And so does that one. That means we need a new sheet of paper because all I have is orange and green over there. And I don't want to put it on the back of either one of those. You see them almost every day. That's nice, though. Some people hardly ever get to see their grandkids. They'll grow up with good memories of you. And that is awesome. Unless you don't enjoy it, in which case, you know. But I get the feeling you do. Ooh, I like that now. But we're still going to have some left. And I want to do school bus yellow with that. I had a kind of a plan going on in my head. Hello, school bus yellow. starting to inch away from me over here. Slowly inching down the jelly print. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. And that's kind of what I was hoping for. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, now where did that... Now we're going to do a little bit of this. That antique wax, which I also bought for the haunted house project. And I just want a nice thin coat. I think we've hit a chunky layer in the bottom. I think I need a little bit more. Okay. Now I'm not even going to try and put a pattern on that. I'm just going to put it on the back of this and see how it comes out. Because we should still get a little bit of that orange and berry in there. So this print may look a little bit like this one. Because it was a super thin, kind of sketchy layer of paint going on there. There we go. There's only the tiniest bit of berry in there. But we do have kind of a, it's very thick right there. Let's pull that up a little bit. There we go. All right. You keep seeing that scorpion? Yeah, yeah. See? It would definitely. You would see yours every day, Michelle? Yeah. That would be cool. We're going to throw a little pink on with this now. And I think we might, if I can get a thin color coat on there, nothing too juicy, we might put it right onto this one. Oop. Whoa. Yeah, right onto this one. Let's see what this is going to look like together. Oh, the scorpion on the bug mat. Is there a scorpion on there? There's all kind of stuff on there. Yep, there. Know that it is not real. There, see? Without adding too much, we've still added another layer on there. Filled in some of the spaces. Not too shabby. Yeah, he's kind of right in the middle, isn't he? How about this side where it's just an outline? Is that better or worse? Hopefully it's better. Okay. Whew. I'm warm. Let's see. Where are we at? 2:47. So we got about 15 more minutes. Oops, that's not the right place. Okay. So, woohoo. Now I think we've got some pink, and I think there's still a little burgundy under there. What would be fun to put on that? Let's maybe go with this cool blue. And this was on sale for $1.29 Deco Art. Probably about 2 months ago when we went in. They had just like 1 or 2 colors. And you know, I lean towards greens, blues, really dark colors like that berry wine. I felt very lucky to get that. I love the metallics. The metallics are always fun. And sometimes you can get a real good deal. Every now and then, now I've never had money when it's happened. They have a sale on those color changing ones. But I never seem to have money when that one happens. So let's see what happens. I'm going to put it right on here. Well, there we go. Another kind of grungy, cool one. I'm a little sad about all that white in there, but I'll hold it over here to the side and we'll brayer on a little bit. We'll just brayer a little bit like that. You know, we don't see scorpions all that much where we live. I saw more when I lived in Phoenix. Okay, so that was a cool blue. I think, let's see, what do we got over here? Let's spin this little doodle around. He's heavy. Orange is not going to look good. I don't think purple's good. I don't know what. I'm at a loss. Maybe we'll go with turquoise. Yeah, we really don't get that. Mostly ants here where we live now. But we have geckos. We have a ton of geckos. It's just so many geckos. And I think they keep, I don't think they help with scorpions, but I think they keep most of our bugs outside of the perimeter of the house, you know. Because we just don't find that many in here. They're good little patrol guys. And all of ours are albinos because of the stucco color. Okay. I'm going to go just some stripies along here. And we'll just do this right on the back of this one. We have a very healthy gecko population in our backyard. And we turn the porch light on at night. And and there's 2 side lights that are like motion activated. And we put those on. And they're activated by a lot of different things, but they just come on and off. So that means the geckos that live on the side of the house too, on either side, get lots of bugs attracted around the light, and they just feast all night long. Got a little bit of the berry in there. For this session, this is going to be our last one. We're going to do the print for the other side of that. And I'm feeling some fuchsia, maybe. Or maybe just some pink. Maybe a little brighter pink than the one we've been using. Let's go with this vivid pink. Or as Carla would call it, beauty pink. Okay. And there we go. Sprayer that on with our turquoise. And this will be our last print for today's session. I'm going to work on some after I have a break. I see just not sit in this chair for a few minutes. He's a little bit much. Let's go ahead and put that right there. Okay. And there are lines on that, so I'm going to go bubbles. Bubbles. So I'll bring this back to some pages over here. And there's going to be turquoise on the back of this too with the pink. So we'll see how that looks. Let's have a looky look. This is going to be grungy. Ta-da! I actually like that better than that. Because the turquoise is muted some. Not too shabby. Now there'll be some pink on there for when I do the next little bit. But let me get my jelly plate into its clamshell from a break. I don't like to leave it sitting out. I don't want it to get dried out, you know. So we'll do it just so. But yeah, maybe by the end of the year we'll have the next size up jelly plate that we can play with. And then sometime next year we'll add in the really big one. And that'll give me time to work up my paint stash with paint sales and sales of my own, you know. Gotta make it a money. So we got, I think, so this was the side that wasn't finished. So we got some stuff done in there. I think we're getting now into the part that we've already looked at. And then we got in here, you know, I went through the middle in some places and added in where it was all just one color. I started layering in some other stuff. So it's a grungier book. And I may sit here and just work on this a little bit. Like here, this isn't very much as part of the process. This may be in the next sale as a whole. And if nobody's interested in it, because I already have one. I have, this is my second prayer book since I started doing this. This is the first one. And this one's got a lot of, where we were doing the stuff for the, there's a lot of red and black in here. Or at least I thought there was. There are sections in here that are, when we were doing some jelly printing for the grungy stuff. This one could use a little work too. See, you can see all this whole section is black, red. So I may add some paint into here too for my own purposes. There's some goddess, you know, pulls from off the. So I may work on this one to get it a little beefy. Because this would make a great, whether you took it out and used the pages for something else, or you made an art journal in here. There's a lot of good paint in there. So, what? Let's put up something more exciting than my arms. I'll put up the last few of our jelly prints. There we go. Okay, so let's see. The bark scorpions were nesting in the... Oh. Well, yep, you riled them up, huh? There's Carla. Beauty Pink. She keys in the right places. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna work on the Brayer book, and that'll probably go in the sale. If nobody's interested in it, it won't be that big a deal because everything gets used here. I probably would then take it apart and put it in glue books or something, or some kind of art journal that I make out of other things, because I'm always looking for new and fun things to put into my glue books and art journals. So that is the end of today. We have been on for almost 3 hours. We're 2 minutes shy of 3 hours. You guys are awesome for putting up with me for that long. Thank you for the thumbs up, the thumbs down, the no thumbs, whatever thumbs you decided to go with. I am good with it. It works for me and it makes me happy. All that matters is you came here and you enjoyed yourself, and maybe you got a little nap out of the deal. You never know. I have talked a few people to sleep. Thank you, Michelle. So today is Sunday. I'll be live on Tuesday for magazine harvesting, 5:15, you guys, ish. It's always an ish. Sometimes there's trouble getting online. Sometimes I'm absent-minded, but I'll be there. Bye, Roseanne. Thanks for coming and spending some time with us. Always nice to hang out with you, lovely lady. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you deserves it, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. From all of my heart, from the top, from the sides, all the places. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. Bye, 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 bye. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening and a great week next week. Hope to see you all on Tuesday if you are available. And that is the end. The end.